Yo, what's up? How's everyone doing? TGIF. We are at another Friday, another weekend upon us. And can you believe it? Thanksgiving is next week. Welcome to the Jam Sessions. What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Jason. And this is your first time. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. As I always say, we're just going to have a conversation. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. If you're driving home from work or if you just got home and you're just chilling, just sit back, grab your favorite beverage, maybe something to eat, and let's just have a talk. So, man, first off, I can't believe that next Thursday is Thanksgiving. How wild is that? That is just so crazy to me that this year is just flying by. Even in thinking about that, what are some things that you all are thankful for? I know for me, in this crazy world that we live in, I'm completely thankful for my family and friends and those around me that, every day I'm thankful that I haven't gotten a call that something drastic happened to a loved one or a dear friend. Just looking at all of these things that are going on, I was sitting with a friend of mine last week, the other day, and we were just watching on YouTube all of these cases and just things where people just are sick and things that they're doing and attacking people and killing people. And, just even looking at the local news here in my area, it's probably almost every day, every other day, someone is shot and murdered or ran over or different things like that. And this world is crazy. So, I'm learning more and more not to take for granted those people that are around me and to not miss opportunities to say, I love you, or to say thank you, for being in my life. Thank you for who you are. And being more present when I am with them, when I'm more around family or friends. It's okay to put my phone down, and then just enjoy the time with them. So I'm thankful, for that. But, most importantly, today, I just kind of wanted to talk about Sabbath rest, about rest. We were talking about it yesterday at my job and at the church I work at, and we were kind of talking about what that means and what do we do for Sabbath. And my question to you all is, what do you do? Are you truly resting? Do you, when you have downtime, do you honor it, or do you fill it up with other things? And how do you honor your Sabbath rest days? And I know for me, honestly, lately I haven't really had any Sabbath, if I'm being honest with you guys. I literally have been working 7 days a week for the past probably four or 5 months straight. And it's hard, and it is wear and tear. And I've really been evaluating here lately some things that I'm going to have to make some decisions like to let go of. I need to let go of these things and really prioritize rest. If you don't, you'll be stretched so thin that then the things that you are doing are not the best quality that you could do them in, because you're just going to operate from a place of lack instead of from a place of overflow. And really, we should be operating from a place of overflow. Then that way, people get the best versions of us. People get the best versions of our work. We get the best versions of ourselves, and we have a better quality of life when we're operating out of overflow or surplus versus operating out of lack or empty. And the older I get, or just the wiser I get, I'm learning more and more of that. I've really been taking these past few months to just self-evaluation and just evaluate, how I've been operating and the things that I do and don't do that I should be doing. And another thing that I don't do is regularly vacation. And now none of these things that I'm telling you guys am I proud of, or that I'm like, they're not badges of honor. So this whole saying, I'll sleep when I die, that's not a badge of honor. And I know in this hustle society and this grind, and I got to get the bag and, secure the bag and all of these things. I get it. I get, wanting to make money to take care of yourself and your family or to get ahead. But none of that matters if you make all of this money and you work yourself into a hospital bed. Now your family has to come see you in the hospital, or you work so much to quote unquote provide for your family that your family never gets you. Now you're divorced, or your kids don't really know who you are, or you don't really know who your kids are because you were never home. And it's now I'm just in the season of learning that balance in every area of my life. Is that, yes, I have bills to pay and things that I want to do and accomplish, but there's still a right way to reach your goals. You cannot just be reckless or overwork yourself to where you'll never enjoy the fruits of your labor. Because when you do take downtime, you're so tired that you'll be in, Cancun, Mexico, and you sleep all day, every day in your hotel room. So you didn't even enjoy the vacation because you were so drained. And so it's really learning how to prioritize rest, which in a way is you prioritizing you. I'm learning you can't do everything. You can't say yes to everything. And it's okay to say no. And I think even in that, when you can learn that, then the people that you're around, they will respect and even honor your time even more, realizing that they don't have to do this or they don't have to be there, but because they did take out of their time too, I'm going to take advantage of it. Like, think about it this way. Say there's someone really successful that you would like to meet. I mean, whether it's a celebrity, a big time business person, your favorite musician that you want to be on their level, or actor or actress or dancer or whatever. And they're busy. They're celebrity. They're a public figure. And you get the chance to spend 30 minutes with them. What are you going to do? You are totally going to maximize that 30 minutes. You're going to write the questions you want to ask to get the information that you want to get, because you understand that their time is valuable. In thinking about that, I want you to see yourself that way. See yourself as though your time is that valuable. You're that valuable. And so when people get however much time they get with you, you want them to think about it that way. You want to think about it that way when you're spending time with people. Like, I get the opportunity, to spend this much time with this person. And I don't know how, if I'll get it again, because we don't know when our time will be up. And I just want to steward this time well. I want to steward my own time well. And so I'll learn how to, when it's time for me to be on, I'll be on. But when it's time for me to be down, I'll be down, and I'll rest and I'll relax and I'll enjoy myself. You don't have to wait till vacation to enjoy your life, and then all the rest of the time you hate it because you're always working. Find time to enjoy it. Make your job fun. Find different things to do that'll make your job more exciting, even though it's like, oh, I got to go back to work again this day. Find something to do that day that challenges you in a way that you're like, oh man, I can't wait, to try this out or test this out. I know I've had that happen to me sometimes where I was laying down or sitting at home and I had this thought. I was like, oh man, I could do this way. And then it's on my mind and I can't wait to get to work or to rehearsal or to a gig so that I can try this ideal that I had in my head. It happened to me last week, as a matter of fact, or early this week. It may have been Monday. It was Monday. And for about a couple of weeks, I do this podcast at my church with a couple of the pastors there, with the lead pastor and another pastor, and we go live on Facebook and YouTube on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. And I'm like on the side, like running the switcher and audio and all that stuff. And we've tried like a couple of camera angles on me, and I had been thinking about this angle where if I put the camera across the room and put a zoom lens on it, how would it look? And so finally Monday we tested it out, and it's like great. The pastor loves it. He's like, dude, that is such a good look. And it's just little things like that might not mean nothing to nobody even there, but it means something to you, and it made it just a little more exciting for me to be able to do that and to have creative ideas. And also, I read a book entitled Willpower Doesn't Work. And this is why rest is so important. In that book of Willpower Doesn't Work, they were talking a lot about CEOs and executives that literally prioritize vacation time. They'll take like 3 months off a year to do nothing. And they said it's in that time that they're resting is when they get some of their best, most lucrative $1 million business ideals for their companies or their brands while they're resting. They don't get those ideals while they're in the office or in the boardroom. They get it when they're off resting. Why? Because they literally give themselves time to think. If you're always going and you're always on the go and your mind is always racing, you never have time to stop, to think, to analyze, to look and like, is this what I should be doing, or what else is going on? You just go, 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 go. And sometimes you just need time to stop, to think, to reflect. Even if you're going to have an attitude of gratitude, you have to learn to stop and reflect. And again, I may not be where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be. Slow progress is progress, and it was just really interesting to see the mindset that these big time CEOs and executives and millionaires have, that they will. And I know you might be thinking, well, they're millionaires. They can afford to take 3 months off. Yeah, you're right. They can. But at one point they couldn't. So they still had to find time to prioritize, to think, to get that way. So no, you might not be able to take 3 months off, but you might be able to take a day off, or 2 days, or 3 days, or a week. And if you don't, then you're not giving yourself time to think. And you might be spinning your wheels and doing things over and over again and working harder and not smarter because you just haven't had time to sit and think about the process that you're currently operating in. And is this the best use of my time? Should I be doing this? And that's what is great about rest. It's in those moments of rest that I believe that God gives us clarity. And sometimes we're even praying and we're asking like, God, do this and God, do that. And I need you to do this for me. I need you to do that. And we've yet to actually sit long enough to hear his answer. We just pray, amen. We just start going. And I believe it's in those times of rest that revelation is given. That we get revelation knowledge, that our steps are ordered, so that when I do get up and take the next step, it's purposeful, it's intentional. I'm not haphazardly. I always say like success isn't by accident. No one got rich by accident. Even if they won Powerball or the lottery, it still wasn't by accident. They were very intentional. to go get however many tickets they bought. If they picked their own numbers, they had a reason behind the numbers that they picked, and it worked out for them. And so even in that, success is never by accident. It's very intentional. And again, if you're going to be successful, it isn't just being successful in business. It comes with being successful in life. If you're going to have a quality of life, a good quality of life, or high quality of life, doesn't come with just having a bunch of money at your disposal to be able to do whatever you want and to be able to go on lavish vacations. No, to have a good quality of life also is in the rest. You know, are you resting? Are you actually having time to enjoy life, to enjoy yourself? Sometimes it's not even about surrounding yourself with people and friends. There's a time for that. But then there's also a time for you to just spend time with you, for you to assess yourself and where you're at and what you're doing and where you're trying to get and the goals that you're trying to reach. And I feel like that's a bit of a season that even I'm in right now. It's just reevaluating myself and taking a strong look at myself and even my relationships. Am I stewarding those relationships well? Am I creating a healthy work-life balance? Am I creating healthy relationships with the people? Are they quality? You know, it has to be quality versus quantity. It has to be quality. I'd rather have 3 friends that are high quality relationships than 100 friends that it's just like, whatever, you know. And so those are all of the things I think come with rest. You're clearer in your thoughts. You're able to recognize more because you're not so tired. You're able to catch things quicker. You're faster on your feet. When you're well rested, you work better. When you're well rested, you play better. When you're well rested, you love better. When you're well rested, you learn better. When you're well rested, you teach better. When you're well rested. And so the value in rest and Sabbath rest is huge to I believe it's a major component to us getting to reaching our goals and dreams and aspirations. And I don't think we talk about it enough. We talk about all the other attributes that you need: discipline, consistency, and everything like that. And I don't think we focus enough on that a key ingredient to the recipe of success is rest. And so my challenge, as always, to you, are you resting? Are you finding time to rest? Or are you just being busy for the sake of being busy? And I know we have seasons where it is going to be that, and we have to go, but it cannot be all the time. It cannot be 365. And I am preaching to myself. So my challenge to you is to take a long look at your life and your healthy habits. And do you have healthy rhythms? Are you finding time to rest? Or the time that you could be resting, you're filling up with other things to do? So my challenge to you is, if that is you, where you have not been resting properly, you have not prioritized your Sabbath rest, my challenge is this week to really assess that and find some. I'm sure if you sit down long enough, you can find time. You can find that, oh yeah, I don't have to do these things, or I can do them later. I can push them back and find time to rest. Even if it's one day, if it's your day off, let that be your day off. Don't fill it with so many things. Just enjoy the moment. Just enjoy being off and not having to do anything. And so with that being said, this has been another Jam Sessions, and I hope that this weekend you find time to rest. Next week will be Thanksgiving, and I know we got to do a lot of cooking and cleaning and preparing for family, or preparing to go fly out to family. And then we got the Black Friday sales, and then Christmas is around the corner. I know we got all of those things. But even in the midst of that, find time to rest. Find time to enjoy your friends and your family and people that really mean something to you. And just find the peace and tranquility in the rest. Well, that's my time. Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for being a part of this conversation. Love you all, and we'll see you next time. Be blessed.